Hey guys, RoxandBox90 here with finally some information on the Theros pre-release, release, and game day. So we have dates and we have information. So what is going on at the different events? Okay, so things are going to be a little different, except they're not so different, but they're different. If any of you remember, wasn't that long ago, we had the frustratingly disappointing Hell Vault, or rather the outcome of it was incredibly disappointing. The concept of having to work to unlatch the Hell Vault and then find out what was inside and have the whole store be involved in that idea was kind of neat. And so Wizards is saying that we're bringing that back. We are making the path of the hero, which sounds supposed to sound like one of those movie quotes, like a preview guy would say, the path of the hero. One local game store or whatever. It's late. You have to bear with me. So what we're going to end up doing is there's going to be pre-release, game day, pre-release, release, and game day are going to be connected, and by going to each event, they're going to layer on one another. There's going to be challenges. So how's it going to work? Okay, so this is Elspeth killing or having killed a beast. So first off, you have your first introduction to the hero's path, which is supposed to be flavorful, but whatever. Okay, so basically what you're going to end up doing is on the Theros pre-release, which is September 21st, 22nd, 2013, so we have a date, which is cool. First step is you're going to decide what type of hero you're going to be. How to do this is you're going to level up. There's going to be 9 quests on this hero's path, and you'll receive a unique hero card for each one to make you more and more powerful. So what is a hero card? They say, to quote, it's a physical card that has magic abilities but is not a magic card. They're not for use at the pre-release. You collect them in preparation for the battle at the end of the set's Hero's Path arc. In other words, you just get these cards. You better hold on to them, because if you go to the later, or rather when you go to game day, that's when you can actually use them. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. Why wouldn't you be able to use something you get right at the pre-release? Because we're Wizards and that's how we do things. So in each pre-release box at the Theros pre-release, you get a hero card. And heroes, what they are, we looked at them already. They were spoiled. They each do different abilities. In my opinion, probably the best one, given what the ultimate game day event is probably going to be the Avenger. But that's just me, because having Death Touch, you throw Death Touch on first strike guys, and suddenly huge Hydra scary things are not quite as scary anymore. Or the Philosopher could also work. The other ones seem kind of pointless. But anyway, you have hero cards. You get the hero cards, right? On the back there are some notes, and you also get an achievement where you can redeem planeswalkerpoints.com. Okay, cool. Fine. And then you get a playable pre-release promo in a seed booster pack that you get at the pre-release, and it gives you cards in your certain color. Again, the set's going to be very much monocolored, so you want to get the booster pack, which has cards in the color you're going to be choosing. Makes sense. And then once you finish that, that's pretty much that's the pre-release. Okay. Then you have Gift from the Gods, which is the second set. It's the Theros release, September 27th, 29th, so that's a week later. And the second part is pretty much the same thing. It's going to be Friday Night Magic the first evening, and there's going to be, regular stuff. And then you're going to get the next hero card. So you have more hero cards, and you're prepared for the final challenge on the game day, October 19th to 20th, 2013, where you're going to face off against this Hydra thing. They're not exactly clear. I think it's going to be like this. It's going to be a mini Hydra deck. It's a challenge deck. It's like a boss fight kind of. So they have this, for example, the spell that exiles each player's creature until the Hydra's next turn. When a head leaves the battlefield, return those cards. So if you kill a head for the next turn, then you get those creatures back. That's an example. And the head's a big 0/8 creature that deals lots of damage, or does damage to each player, and you know how it works. And they're probably going to have multiple cards. Again, these aren't real general Magic cards. They're only for use in this event. And of course, you can play off. You play off against this deck, and you work with other players. It's supposed to be very group-oriented, and I like that. I do like that. And then what's going to end up happening is you're going to get another hero card of some sort, which you have to save all the way to the second set, because you can't actually use it at all now. It's going to be involved in the Born of the Gods arc, which will be kind of, I guess, in the vein of this, but maybe a little different. And it's supposed to be really cool. Everyone's like, it's supposed to be fun. Okay, so I like the concept. I do. I like trying to get Wizards trying to get newer players to be involved and to be having an experience that connects everything and gets people to come out to the game shops and so on. What is frustrating about it is that it seems really complicated to me. I've been playing a long time. To me, it seems a little complicated. It seems like a lot of you have to hang on to, so you have to hold on to cards. Remember, a lot of players don't play a lot. They're fairly casual. They collect the cards that they like, and you're basically telling them that they have to hold on to these hero cards for 2 rounds, 2 events, before they can even use it at the 3rd event. And then you're telling them they get something at the 3rd event that they're going to probably want to hold on to because it says it will help you overcome, implying that it's going to be an important part of the Born of the Gods pre-release arc. So what happens if a person goes, does everything, and then ends up losing that, which I'm sure lots of players will. How is that going to be compensated for? Wizards doesn't say at the moment. So it's a fairly complicated process, requires people to hang on to a lot of their cards that they may or may not because they're not even real cards. I would say that because they're fairly limited, they'll probably eventually be a limited edition card because they're like any other limited promo. And in fact, they're fairly limited because they're only for these events. Just find it a little bit complicated to expect newer players to be able to understand the progression, understand they have to hang on to their cards, understand that they're getting these hero cards but then they can't use them. It seems a little bit much, but I do like the fact that Wizards is trying not to do some sort of silly Hell Vault-ish thing, and they're trying to make something that players will like to work together and hopefully have fun playing with. So good for Wizards. Good effort. I give you a thumbs up for good effort. We'll see how it actually turns out. I'm thinking it's a little on the complicated side for what they want, and it seems a bit silly that they're going to try to force us to have the entire block interconnect via pre-release. Let's say you don't go to 2 of the days. Let's say you miss things. Let's say you miss one of them, but then you go for the 3rd. How's this going to work out? We'll have to see. Let me know your thoughts about the information below, and now you have the dates. I'll post the link in the description of the video. You can try to hang on to that. Maybe favorite the video, try to remember the dates so you have everything down. And let me know your thoughts about this whole thing below in the comments section as well. Check out my channel sponsors in the description of the video. And as always, Roxabox90 signing out. I'll see you guys next time.